Before we use formal written methods, we need the meaning. Start with the objects. We have 12 counters altogether. Now they settle into 4 equal groups. Each group has 3 counters, so the structure is not a trick and not a rule to memorize. It is 4 groups of 3. That is what 4 times 3 means. 4 tells us how many equal groups there are. 3 tells us how many are in each group. 12 is the total built from those groups. 4 times 3 equals 12. Now, take the same total, 12 counters, and start separating. Share them into 3 equal groups, 1 counter to each group at a time. After 1 round, each group has 1. After 2 rounds, each group has 2. After 3 rounds, each group has 3. After 4 rounds, each group has 4. So division starts with the total and separates it into equal groups. 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Multiplication builds. Division separates. These 2 ideas are connected from the beginning. Now focus on multiplication as equal groups. 4 empty group frames appear first because multiplication needs equal groups. The counters move into them carefully. 3 counters in the first group, 3 in the second, 3 in the third, and 3 in the fourth. Count the groups. There are 4 groups. Now look inside one group. There are 3 in each group. If every group is equal, we can build the total. 3, 6, 9, 12. So 4 groups of 3 make 12. The equation comes from the picture. 4 groups times 3 in each group equals 12 altogether. 4 times 3 equals 12. Next, look at repeated addition. A tray appears with 2 counters. That is 2. A second tray appears with another 2, so now we see 2 plus 2. Then another 2, then another 2, then another 2. The same amount is being added again and again. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Instead of writing the same addition every time, we can say how many copies there are. There are 5 copies of 2. That repeated addition becomes 5 times 2. When all 10 counters line up, the total is clear. 5 lots of 2 is 10. 5 times 2 equals 10. Now use an array. The tiles begin as a loose collection, then settle into clean rows and columns. There are 3 rows. Each row has 5 tiles, so we are seeing 3 groups of 5. That gives 3 times 5 equals 15. But the same array can also be read by columns. There are 5 columns, and each column has 3 tiles. That gives 5 times 3 equals 15. The view has changed, but the total has not changed. 3 times 5 and 5 times 3 both give 15. The order changes how we describe the array, but the total number of tiles stays the same. Now think about multiplication as scaling. Start with 1 bar of length 6. On its own, it is just 1 copy of 6. Then we make 4 equal copies of that same length. 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus a 6 is the same as 4 times 6. The 4 tells us the scale factor, 4 equal copies. When the 4 bars merge into one longer bar, the final length is 24, so 4 times 6 equals 24. Multiplying by 4 means making 4 equal copies. 4 lots of 6 is 24. Now move to division as sharing. We start with 12 counters. The total comes first. 3 empty groups are waiting underneath, and the task is to share the 12 counters equally between them. Watch the sharing happen fairly. 1 counter goes to each group, then a second counter goes to each group, then a third counter goes to each group, then a fourth counter goes to each group. Every group ends with the same amount. 12 shared into 3 equal groups gives 4 in each group, so 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Sharing asks, how many are in each group? Now division can also mean grouping. This time, the 12 counters begin in one row. We are not told how many groups to make first. Instead, we are told the size of each group, groups of 4. The first frame encloses 4 counters. That is one group. The next frame encloses another 4 counters. That is 2 groups. The final frame encloses the last 4 counters. That is 3 groups. So 12 split into groups of 4 gives 3 groups. 12 divided by 4 equals 3. Grouping asks, how many groups can we make? Now compare sharing and grouping side by side. The calculation at the top is 12 divided by 3 equals 4, but the meaning of the answer depends on the question. On the sharing side, the 3 means 3 groups. We share 12 counters equally into those 3 groups. The answer 4 means 4 in each group. On the grouping side, the 3 means groups of 3. We make equal groups of size 3 until all 12 counters are used. The answer 4 means 4 groups. The same calculation can answer a different kind of question. Always ask what the divisor represents. Does it tell us the number of groups or the size of each group? Now look at multiplication and division as inverse operations. We begin with 4 groups of 3. Multiplication builds the total. 4 groups with 3 in each group gives 12. 4 times 3 equals 12. Now keep the same 12 counters and start again from the total. If 12 is divided into 4 equal groups, each group has 3. 12 divided by 4 equals 3. If the same 12 counters are divided into 3 equal groups, each group has 4. 12 divided by 3 equals 4. These facts belong together. 4 times 3 equals 12. 3 times 4 equals 12. 12 divided by 4 equals 3. 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Multiplication and division undo each other. If multiplication builds a total from equal groups, division can start from that total and recover the group size or the number of groups. The same inverse idea works with other facts too. 5 times 2 equals 10, so 10 divided by 5 equals 2. 3 times 5 equals 15, so 15 divided by 3 equals 5. Each pair is connected by the same structure. Now consider division with a remainder. We start with 14 counters and we try to make groups of 4. The first full group takes 4 counters. The second full group takes another 4. The third full group takes another 4. So far, we have made 3 full groups, but 14 does not split perfectly into groups of 4. After 3 full groups, 2 counters are left over. Those 2 counters are not a mistake. They are the remainder. So 14 divided by 4 equals 3 remainder 2. That means 3 full groups of 4 with 2 left over. A remainder is what is left when equal groups no longer fit. Now look at division with a bar model. The whole bar represents 18. We split the bar into 3 equal parts. The cuts show the equal sections. Each section has the same length. Since 18 is split into 3 equal parts, each part is 6. 18 divided by 3 equals 6. This is the same division idea in a different form. Counters show individual objects. A bar shows a continuous total. In both cases, division splits a total into equal parts. Now move to the number line. Multiplication can be repeated movement. Start at 0. Jump forward by 4, then another 4, then another 4. The landing points are 4, 8, and 12. 3 jumps of 4 lands on 12. That is 4 plus 4 plus 4, which is 3 times 4. So 3 times 4 equals 12. Division can count the jumps in reverse. Start at 12. Jump back by 4, then back by 4 again, then back by 4 once more. It takes 3 equal jumps to reach 0. So 12 divided by 4 equals 3. Multiplication counts equal jumps forward. Division counts how many equal jumps fit into the total. Now clear up 2 common misunderstandings. Multiplication does not always mean the answer gets bigger. Multiplication means scaling. 4 times 1/2 equals 2, so scaling by 1/2 makes the result smaller. Division does not always mean the answer gets smaller. It depends on the size you divide by. 4 divided by 1/2 equals 8 because there are 8 half-sized pieces inside 4. So keep the meaning, not just the shortcut. Multiplication is scaling. Division is splitting or grouping. Finally, bring the ideas together. Equal groups show 4 groups of 3 making 12. Arrays show rows and columns making the same total. Sharing shows 12 divided into 3 equal groups, with 4 in each group. Grouping shows 12 divided into groups of 4, making 3 groups. Multiplication builds equal groups into a total. Division starts with a total and separates it into equal groups. They are inverse operations. When you see multiplication, think equal groups, copies, arrays, scaling, building a total. When you see division, think sharing, grouping, splitting, and undoing multiplication. Equal groups connect them both. Multiplication and division are not just symbols, they are structures you can see, build, and understand.